Hi everyone, how's it going? So there's a couple of things that I am going to be doing this weekend. In our video cleanup, you saw that we did a bit of tidy up and that gave us a bunch of soil and some kind of chop and drop things. And if you don't know, chop and drop is where rather than composting something, you cut it up into small bits and you kind of just lay it in your beds. Some people like that, some people don't. I think everyone's entitled to do their own thing. I actually like it because I don't have space for a compost bin, or I do, but I'm choosing not to compost because I would rather grow plants. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding in all of that chop and drop material, and hopefully the slugs can feast on that rather than eating all of my plants. We'll see. And the other thing that I want to do as well, and one of the reasons why I'm keen to do this, is because I want to improve the quality of my soil. So we have very, very heavy clay, and clay soil is supposed to be very nutrient dense, which is fabulous, but it holds on to a little bit too much water. And so what we've been doing is we've been adding and amending the soil. We've not necessarily been forking it in. We've just been amending per plant as we go along, and also top dressing. So it's really helped improve the soil in this area. I've noticed it the most. It's very kind of soft and loamy, and it falls apart in your hands, and it's great, probably because of all of the trees and the litter that we've got there. Some of the beds that are in the woodland area, they're a little bit slower on the uptake. And if I have the chance, I'm also going to go and collect a bunch of other leaves and top dress and add to that. One of the other things that was really helpful was having a free delivery of mulch. So I had some wood chippings that have been dropped. I've had it done twice. And every time they bring it, I'm thinking, wow, this is a lot of wood chips. And then, then I put it out in the bed and I'm like, I need more. So, you know, I'm hoping that eventually we'll get some more of that as well. But so that's the main plan, adding that. I've also got some bulbs. I'm not sure if I'm going to get them in the ground today, but we've picked up a couple of bulbs, and I also have some that I yanked out, some tulips that we really like. I think the variety is Quebec. It's a really lovely kind of open tulip. So we want to see if we can kind of add those in. So that is going to be on the list of things to do for this weekend. So if you like gardening at a very slow pace, then please follow along. This isn't going to be an amazing transformation overnight, but it is going to change over time and hopefully become lovelier and lovelier. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you think. Got a couple of bulbs I want to plant. So something that's new is this pheasant's eye narcissus. Apparently it's one of the older varieties. Quite excited to get this in. Got a few of these, and they're scented, so this is one of the bulbs I haven't actually smelled before purchasing. And then we have some bridal crowns. These are my absolute favorite. They smell really, really good. So I've got a few of these, and I hope they naturalize. And then these, I'm not sure if these tiny baby ones are going to take, but this is a type of dwarf tulip called Quebec, and Mr. Maude really likes these. These are really pretty, they look really nice, and they open like big giant stars. And then I've got 4 mystery bulbs. Whoops. 4 mystery bulbs. I didn't label. I think they're still viable, but I am not sure what they are. I'm assuming it's some sort of daffodil or narcissus, but I just don't know. So we're going to be sticking these somewhere and be pleasantly surprised when they come up. So that's really kind of what I'm going to get put in today. So it'll be interesting to see if something like this will flower. Probably won't. But what is interesting is that this is a tulip, and it had loads of little, you know, kind of babies. I did pull them out of the ground, you know, after the foliage died down. So I think I also, apparently this is a variety that should kind of come back. And I've left some in the garden somewhere, and I'm not sure where. So if I see them in a random spot, I didn't plant them, then I know they came back from last year, in which case it's great because I can just leave them in the ground. And these are the different varieties. These get around 35 centimeters tall. These up to 40. And then these are a little bit smaller, quite a bit smaller. So these are around 20 centimeters. Okay, so there is not really much to say. I've already started earlier this year, and I planted a bunch of different spring bulbs. I think we did some fritillary, we did some fox grapes, some snowdrops, and also a couple of daffodils and a few other spring flowering bulbs that have all kind of been mixed in. I added to that, so I added the 3 that I showed you. So I've dotted some around the base of this tree. Oh god, that color is so amazing. So I've tried to put these in kind of naturalized clumps. So I've put some around this side, and I've also already got some around here. I've also tucked a few in here of the pheasant's eyes, and a few at the base of this tree. I think I put a little bit of bridal crown. It's a very highly fragrant narcissus, so you can smell it really well, so that would be nice to walk past. And I also put a clump of bridal crown here underneath this pile of leaves. Again, it's by a seating area. Oh, look at the color. And it's going to be brilliant, I think. And I think also as well as what I've tried to do is these are ones that pop up and they look great. They look a little kind of weedy, so I'm hoping where I put them, you won't notice them whilst they're kind of dying back. And I've also popped a mixture just to see how it works around this birch tree, so around the front and the back. some the pheasant's eyes, also a few bridle crowns. Again, it's walking past it. And then what I've done, curved in through here. So this bed is interesting. I don't think I've talked about it. There's a couple of things in this already. So there's some Akebia quinata here. This is only bedded in temporarily. At some point I need to move it, and I want to replace it with an espalier fruit tree. I also have started a hedge, a lavender hedge, and these have all been from kind of cutting, so it's taking me a little bit longer. It's not instantaneous at all. You can see one here, one there, one here. The reason why they're kind of interspersed like this is because I've had some take, some didn't. And it's been quite successful, but the idea is all along this path, it'll be a little bit more formal. And then I've back planted behind with some chamomile here. And I've also spread the chamomile, so some there. And some here. It smells really nice. And again, there's some more rosemary in the front. And I've shoved a few rosemary cuttings back here just as backups. These are my backups in case I've got a bald spot or one accidentally gets stepped on. And the Quebec tulips, so they are an early flowering variety. I've dotted them around some of the fruit bushes, so they're kind of up and under, so hopefully it'll be a nice bit of color on this side. And I think that is all of the bulbs that got planted in today. Come on, Keith. What are you doing? What are you doing in there? What are you doing? Okay, so this was actually done over 2 days and I am exhausted. So I went a little crazy with the leaf mulch. I've completely covered this up because it looks better, and as it breaks down, I'm going to do the pond. I can move the soil out and then reuse it. I am exhausted. So I've done leaf mulch throughout the pond area, back behind, right? And I've also done up the steps and these two beds here and here and back here. So this is going to help me suppress some weeds, feed the soil, and my goodness, I am exhausted. I kind of stole the mulch. I didn't steal it. I lifted it. I didn't lift it. I relocated. But yeah, it looks so much better. This feels a lot better to me. Some people have a dry creek bed, other people have a dry pond. It'll break down over time. And you're making use of my leaf box. What are you doing? Filled in back behind here. I'm so impressed with myself. I would like to maybe do another run and cover all the cardboard up and fill in the other side of the bed, but that is not a today project. But I am thinking it looks very good. I still have a little bit of autumn color. My red bud is really holding on. Starting to get a little bit of red coloration on the Skeeter's Broom Japanese Maple. A lot of my trees have completely defoliated. What are you doing? Oh, he's getting ready. He's getting ready. He's going. Kitty Olympics. Keith really likes this Carex grass that I've spread through this pathway. He always skips in it. So I'm thinking it's looking fairly good. Not so bad. I really like having the leaves everywhere. It does feel more like a proper woodland garden, which is really nice. I think I'm gonna have to get a couple more boxes.